NCNicola Sturgeon and SNP Finance Secretary Derek Mackay. RSNP Finance Secretary Derek Mackay's spending plans were torpedoed by the Scottish Fiscal Commission within minutes of him setting out his tax hike budget on Thursday. The independent experts are forecasting lower than expected economic growth until 2022, meaning that income tax revenue over the next 4 years will be lower than predicted. A Scottish government forecast in February suggested Mr. Mackay would rake in £53.5 billion in income taxes by 2022, compared to £51.5 billion in the latest devastating assessment. The Commission is predicting that GDP growth will not rise above 1% a year for the rest of Nicola Sturgeon's term in office, well behind the levels predicted for the rest of the UK. The Scottish Government is projected to raise £2 billion less than expected. Murdo Fraser MSP. Last night, Tory Shadow Finance Secretary Murdo Fraser MSP called for the Scottish Government to reverse its tax plans in order to boost the economy. He said, thanks to the coming Sturgeon slowdown, the Scottish Government is projected to raise £2 billion less than expected over the remainder of this Parliament. That's £2 billion less going to schools and hospitals because of the failure to match levels of growth we are seeing elsewhere in the UK. The SNP's answer is to introduce a new net tax, but these figures show if we had higher growth there would be no need to do so. The SNP's net tax isn't just a broken promise, it's bad economics. Hanging a sign at the border saying, higher taxes will drive away jobs and leave Scotland further behind other parts of the UK. Nicola Sturgeon broke her promise on tax this week. She said she wouldn't increase taxes on basic rate taxpayers, but that's exactly what she's done. It is time she apologized and instead focused her government on delivering the growth we need to support our vital public services. The budget will introduce 5 tax bands instead of 3, with the SNP saying 55% of taxpayers will have the lowest taxes in the UK as a result, although only by around £20 a year. The remaining 1.16 million taxpayers, anyone earning more than £26,000 a year, will be expected to pay more in tax than they would elsewhere in the UK. When it comes to the actual impact on pay packets, around 757,000 Scots earning more than £33,000 can expect their income taxes to rise next year. SNP Finance Secretary Derek Mackay's spending plans were torpedoed by the Scottish Fiscal Commission yesterday. The SNP insisted that business organisations, health and teaching unions, cultural leaders, Green Boss, charities and housing organisations had all warmly welcomed the budget. Holyrood Economy Committee member Gillian Martin MSP said, "We're giving our schools, hospitals and other vital public services the funds they need to deliver better services for all of Scotland, and giving the staff who work there a pay rise they deserve, and the Tory government has failed to deliver. Across Scottish society there's a strong consensus backing our budget to keep driving Scotland forward. Politicians from all parties can and should get behind these plans. The plans will be debated in the new year before a crunch vote in early February, when the minority SNP administration will have to win the support of at least one rival party."